Hi viewers, welcome to our channel. This is Teja. Today I am going to start the new series. From today I am going to cover the whole geography within 45 days. Okay, this series is going to start with NCERT's class 6th. Okay, and we all know that geography plays a very crucial role for your also UPSC and also APPSC examination. And I am going to cover this geography within 45 days period. Okay. ఇక్కడ నేను బోత్ ఇంగ్లీష్ అండ్ తెలుగు రెండు బైలింగ్వల్ యూజ్ చేస్తానండి. ఇట్ విల్ బీ హెల్ప్ఫుల్ ఫర్ ద తెలుగు ఆస్పిరెంట్స్ టూ. సో ఈ 45 డేస్ కోర్స్లో అట్ ఫస్ట్ ఐ విల్ కవర్ ఈ ఎన్సీఆర్టీస్. ఓకే, ఎన్సీఆర్టీస్ కవర్ చేస్తాను. ఎందుకంటే జోగ్రఫీకి ద బేసిక్ పార్ట్, ఓకే, ద పిల్లర్ వచ్చేసరికి ఎన్సీఆర్టీ. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్ ఐఎమ్ కవరింగ్ ద ఎన్సీఆర్టీస్. లేటర్ ఎన్సీఆర్టీ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత నేను జీసీ లియాంగ్ అనేది కవర్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. సో జీసీ లియాంగ్ కూడా కంప్లీట్ చేశాక ఐ విల్ గో త్రూ పిఎంఎఫ్ ఐఏఎస్. పిఎంఎఫ్ ఐఏఎస్ మొత్తం బుక్ అనేది మొత్తం చదవాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. దేర్ విల్ బీ సమ్ లెఫ్ట్ ఓవర్ పార్ట్ ఇన్ దిస్ ఎన్సీఆర్టీ ఆర్ జీసీ లియాంగ్. ఏదన్నా ఉంటే ఇన్ డెప్త్ కోసం నేను పిఎంఎఫ్ ఐఏఎస్ తీసుకుంటాను. బట్ కంప్లీట్ ఎన్సీఆర్టీ కంపల్సరీ కవర్ చేస్తాను అండ్ జీసీ లియాంగ్ కూడా కవర్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. అలాంగ్ విత్ దట్ ఐఎమ్ ఆల్సో గోయింగ్ టు కవర్ ఓల్డ్ జియోగ్రఫీ. ఓల్డ్ జియోగ్రఫీ కూడా నేను కంప్లీట్ అలాంగ్ విత్ ద మ్యాప్స్తో నేను కవర్ చేస్తాను. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ సౌత్ అమెరికా యాజ్ ఎ కాంటినెంట్, సౌత్ అమెరికా తీసుకొని ఆ మ్యాప్ ద్వారా ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీ కంట్రీని ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను. దాని యొక్క ఫిజికల్ ఫీచర్స్ని ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ హౌ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు కవర్ ద హోల్ జియోగ్రఫీ ఇన్ 45 days. కంపల్సరీ ఎవ్రీడే ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు గివ్ యూ ఏ వీడియో. ఐఎమ్ నాట్ గోయింగ్ టు స్కిప్ ఎనీ క్లాసెస్ ఆర్ నాట్. ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు గివ్ యూ కాంప్రిహెన్సివ్ డీటెయిల్ explanation for each and every topic. So whoever was interested, okay, can watch our videos. Okay, you can also tell to your friends related to this the 45 days complete 45 days course on geography, which is free of cost. Okay, so I am going to cover NCERT, JC Liang and PMF IAS. It will be useful for both Telugu and English aspirants who are preparing for UPSC and also APPSC. I am going to cover the current affairs portion too. Okay, whatever the mains portion that is present in the geography, I am also going to give detailed explanations related to that. At the end of the 45 days you are going to look each and every detailed syllabus of this geography are going to be completed. ఓకే, మీరు 45 డేస్ తర్వాత చూసుకున్నట్టయితే సిలబస్లో ఏదైతే ఉందో మొత్తం కంప్లీట్ అయినట్టు మీకు తెలుస్తుంది. ఓకే, సో ఫస్ట్ ఐ విల్ గో త్రూ ఎన్సీఆర్టీస్. ఎన్సీఆర్టీస్ వచ్చేసరికి క్లాస్ 6th to క్లాస్ 12th వరకు నేను కంప్లీట్ చేస్తాను. ఓకే, అండ్ ఫస్ట్ టుడే ఇన్ దిస్ క్లాస్లో నేను క్లాస్ 6th స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాను. సో ఈ క్లాస్ 6th ఎన్సీఆర్టీస్ అనేది బేసిక్ పార్ట్. సో ఈ బేసిక్ పార్ట్లో మోస్ట్లీ మీకు స్టాటిక్ పార్ట్ వస్తుంది మీకు. సో బేసిక్స్, సో వాట్ అనేది మాత్రమే తెలుస్తుంది. బట్ దెర్ ఆర్ సమ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ లైక్ హౌ. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, హౌ అనే క్వశ్చన్స్ మీకు క్లాస్ 11th నుంచి మీకు క్లారిఫై వస్తాయి. అంటే ఇక్కడ హౌ అనే క్వశ్చన్స్ అంటే ఏంటంటే, ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్తున్నాను. సోలార్ సిస్టమ్ అనేది ఫస్ట్ లెసన్ అనుకుందాం క్లాస్ 6th ఎన్సీఆర్టీలో. ఈ సోలార్ సిస్టంలో మనం అసలు సోలార్ సిస్టమ్ అంటే ఏంటి, గ్యాలక్సీ అంటే ఏంటి, స్టార్స్ అంటే ఏంటి, ప్లానెట్స్ అంటే ఏంటి, ఆస్ట్రాయిడ్స్ అంటే ఏంటి, మెట్రాయిడ్స్ అంటే ఏంటి. ఓకే, సో రిలేటెడ్ టు దిస్ సోలార్ సిస్టమ్ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు డిస్కస్ అబౌట్ దీస్ థింగ్స్. ఓకే, ఇవన్నీ అంటే ఏంటో తెలుసుకుంటాం. కానీ ఇవి ఎలా ఫామ్ అయినాయి, హౌ అనే క్వశ్చన్, అసలు ఇవన్నీ ఎలా ఫామ్ అయినాయి అంటే ఒక సోలార్ సిస్టమ్ ఎట్లా ఫామ్ అయింది, ఓకే, గ్యాలక్సీస్ ఎట్లా ఫామ్ అయినాయి, ఓకే, ప్లానెట్స్ ఎట్లా ఫామ్ అయ్యాయి, ఈ హౌ అనే పార్ట్ అనేది నేను క్లాస్ 11th ఎన్సీఆర్టీలో కవర్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. సో ఫస్ట్ అంతా బేసిక్ పార్ట్. ఈ బేసిక్ పార్ట్ మీరు చాలా స్ట్రాంగ్గా ఉండాలి. అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్, క్లాస్ 11th అండ్ క్లాస్ 12th ఎన్సీఆర్టీస్ ఏమైతే ఉంటాయో ఈ చాలా తరోగా రివైజ్ చేయండి జోగ్రఫీలో. ఓకే, నా ఫస్ట్ గో త్రూ టుడేస్ క్లాస్. నో టుడేస్ క్లాస్ వచ్చేసరికి ఫస్ట్ లెసన్ ఆఫ్ క్లాస్ 6th ఎన్సీఆర్టీ. ఫస్ట్ లెసన్ ఆఫ్ క్లాస్ 6th ఎన్సీఆర్టీ టోటల్గా మీకు ఫస్ట్ లెసన్ వచ్చేసరికి ద ఎర్త్ అండ్ ద సోలార్ సిస్టమ్. వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఫస్ట్ లెసన్? ద ఎర్త్ అండ్ సోలార్ సిస్టమ్. ఓకే, సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ద ఫస్ట్ లెసన్. ఇన్ దిస్ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు కవర్ అబౌట్, ఓకే, వాట్ ఈజ్ యూనివర్స్, యూనివర్స్ అంటే ఏంటి, అండ్ వాట్ ఆర్ గ్యాలక్సీస్, వాట్ ఈజ్ సోలార్ సిస్టమ్, and what are present in the solar system, what is asteroid, what are meteoroids, okay, what are meteors, okay, along with that what are comets. So these are the things I am going to cover. Along with this స్పెషల్ క్లాసెస్ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు టేక్ ఇన్ ద సోలార్ సిస్టమ్ చాప్టర్. మీరు క్లాసిక్స్ ఎన్సీఆర్టీలో చూసుకున్నట్టయితే ఇవన్నీ బేసిక్స్ మీకు తెలుస్తాయి. బట్ దీంతో పాటు నేను స్ట్రక్చర్ ఆఫ్ ద సన్, ఇంటర్నల్ స్ట్రక్చర్ ఆఫ్ ద సన్ ఒక క్లాస్ చేస్తాను, ఒక వీడియో చేస్తాను. ఈ వీడియో అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ఫస్ట్ వన్ వచ్చేసరికి ఇంటర్నల్ స్ట్రక్చర్ ఆఫ్ ద సన్ అదొకటి, అండ్ సెకండ్ వన్ వచ్చేసరికి డిఫరెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ ఆస్ట్రాయిడ్ బెల్ట్ అండ్ కూపర్ బెల్ట్. మనకి కూపర్ బెల్ట్ అనేది ఒకటి ఉంటుంది, ఈ రెండింటికి యొక్క డిఫరెన్స్ ఏంటి, ఈ రెండింటికి సంబంధించి ఒక వీడియో చేయడం జరుగుతుంది ఈ క్లాస్ అయిన తర్వాత. ఇవి ఇంకా మీకు సోలార్ సిస్టమ్కి సంబంధించి ఏదైనా ఇన్డెప్త్ కనుక ఉంటే నేను అదంతా కూడా సెకండ్ వీడియోలో కవర్ చేస్తాను. సో ఈ చాప్టర్ 2 పార్ట్స్ ఉంటుంది. ఫస్ట్ పార్ట్లో నేను డెఫినేషన్స్ అండ్ వాట్ ఆర్ దే మేజర్ స్టాటిక్ పోర్షన్ అంతా చెప్తాను, అండ్ సెకండ్ దాంట్లో ఇంకా ఇన్డెప్త్గా సన్ గురించి చెప్పడం జరుగుతుంది, దాని యొక్క ఇంటర్నల్ స్ట్రక్చర్ ఎట్లా ఉంటుంది. అండ్ రీసెంట్గా సన్కి సంబంధించి సన్ స్టార్మ్స్ వస్తున్నాయి, సన్ ఫ్లేర్స్ అంటున్నారు, ఓకే కమ్యూనికేషన్ దెబ్బతింటున్నాయి అంటున్నారు సన్ ఫ్లేర్స్ వల్ల. అసలు ఇవన్నీ అంటే ఏంటి అనేది నేను డిస్కస్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్తో సమానంగా. అండ్ మోర్ ఓవర్ ఐఎమ్ ఆల్సో గోయింగ్ టు డిస్కస్ వాట్ ఆర్ ద వేరియస్ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ launched by NASA, ISRO, okay, so ISRO and NASA and remaining any other Russian space station like RASCOM. సో ఇలాంటివి ఏవైనా సరే ఏమన్నా ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ ప్లానెట్స్ మీదకి చేసినయా అది కూడా నేను దీంట్లో చెప్పడం జరుగుతుంది. ఓకే, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇప్పుడు చెప్తున్నాను, వెన్ వీఆర్ డిస్కసింగ్ అబౌట్ మూన్, చంద్రయాన్ 3 ప్రజెంట్ జరుగుతుంది, ఇస్రో లాంచ్ చేసింది. సో అట్లాగే నాసా ఏమన్నా లాంచ్ చేసిందా, మార్స్ మీదకి ఏమన్నా నాసా తీసుకెళ్ళిందా, ఓకే, ఆర్ ప్లూటో మీదకి ఏమన్నా నాసా తీసుకెళ్ళిందా. వాట్ ఆర్ ద వేరియస్ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ లాంచ్డ్ బై నాసా అండ్ ఇస్రో ఇన్ అవర్ ప్లానెట్స్, మన ప్లానెట్స్ని స్టడీ చేయడానికి. అలాగే సన్ని స్టడీ చేయడానికి కూడా రీసెంట్గా కొన్ని ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ అనేవి జరిగాయి విచ్ వాస్ లాంచ్డ్ బై నాసా అండ్ ఆల్సో ఇస్రో. నేను అది కూడా కవర్ చేస్తాను. ఈ పార్ట్స్ ఏవి కూడా మీకు ఎన్సీఆర్టీస్లో ఉండవు. నేను మళ్ళీ చెప్తున్నాను, ఎన్సీఆర్టీస్లో మీకు ఓన్లీ డెఫినేషన్ పార్ట్స్ మాత్రమే ఉంటాయి. నేను ఎక్స్ట్రాగా నెక్స్ట్ వీడియోలో స్ట్రక్చర్ ఆఫ్ ద ఇంటర్నల్ స్ట్రక్చర్ ఆఫ్ ద సన్ని, ఆస్ట్రాయిడ్ బెల్ట్ అండ్ కూపర్ బెల్ట్ గురించి, అలాగే సన్కి సంబంధించి రీసెంట్ కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్ అండ్ ఆల్సో ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ ఏమైతే లాంచ్ చేశారో దాని మీద కూడా నేను చెప్పడం జరుగుతుంది. సో మీకు ఈ వీడియో కనుక యూజ్ అయింది అని అనిపిస్తే మా ఛానల్ని మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్కి అండ్ ఎవరికన్నా షేర్ చేసి అవసరం ఉన్న వాళ్ళకి మళ్ళీ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోమనండి. ఫ్రమ్ టుడే 45 days కోర్స్ అండ్ వెరీ ఫ్రీ కోర్స్ నేను కంప్లీట్ కాంప్రిహెన్సివ్గా నేను కవర్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. ఇది మీకు యూపీఎస్సీకి బాగా యూజ్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు ప్రామిస్ యూ దట్ మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద క్వశ్చన్స్ నేను చెప్పే వాటిలో మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద క్వశ్చన్స్ మీకు కవర్ అవుతాయి. నేను చెప్పే టైంలో మీకు ప్రీవియస్ ఇయర్స్ క్వశ్చన్స్ కూడా కవర్ చేస్తూ చెప్తాను. ఓకే, యూపీఎస్సీకి సంబంధించి ప్రీవియస్ ఇయర్స్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఏమైతే చెప్తున్నానో సో అవి కూడా నేను వీటిలో కవర్ చేస్తూ చెప్తాను. సో హూ ఎవర్ వాచింగ్ దిస్, tell to your friends, suggest to your friends related to this channel, tell them to subscribe also. I am going to cover the previous year's questions also, including prelims questions and the mains questions while related to this topic while discussing. Okay, so let's go through the first lesson now. Okay, now let's see the first chapter, that is the earth and the solar system. Okay, first chapter kanaka manam chusukunnataithe what is the first chapter, the earth and the solar system. So see through the complete chapter. So you can see here, this is the picture, the first slide I am showing you the picture. In this picture we have 3 major things, one is solar system, one is planet, the other one is galaxy, right? Now let us discuss everything in a very detailed manner. Okay, so first when you look after all these things, you can remember all these things where is you can see solar system, planet, galaxy, everything is present in universe. Okay, what everything is present in universe, right? So what is universe first? మనం ఇక్కడ చూస్తున్నాం గ్యాలక్సీ, ప్లానెట్స్ అండ్ సోలార్ సిస్టమ్ అనేది ఇవన్నీ కూడా యూనివర్స్లో ఉంటున్నాయి. సో ఫస్ట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు నో వాట్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ ఈజ్ ద యూనివర్స్ ఈస్. ఓకే, యూనివర్స్ ఈజ్ కామన్లీ డిఫైన్డ్ యాజ్ totality of everything. Okay, what is here totality of everything means? Here the totality of everything represents galaxy, the solar system, the planet, sun, stars, satellites, okay, asteroids, meteoroids. So whatever is present in our universe, it may be energy, physical properties, so physical matter, whatever it is, so all these comes under the universe. So the first definition I am going to tell you is, first is universe. You have to know what exactly is universe is. Universe is totality of everything. It is commonly defined as totality of everything which is present. Okay, it may be sun, galaxy, star, solar system, planets, satellites, asteroid, meteoroids, along with that energy. Okay, it may be energy or physical property, anything that is present, it is called as universe. Okay, and the study of universe is called cosmology. The study of universe is called cosmology. The study of universe is called cosmology. If possible, everyone try to write the notes. Okay, notes రాసుకోండి, it will be very helpful for you. నేను చెప్పే క్లాసెస్ కనుక నోట్స్ కనుక మీరు రాసుకోగలిగితే రన్నింగ్ నోట్స్ మీకు చాలా చాలా యూజ్ అవుతుంది. మీరు ఒక్కసారి నా నోట్స్ చూసి తర్వాత మీరు ఎన్సీఆర్టీస్ కనుక చూసుకున్నట్టయితే ఇట్ విల్ బి వెరీ ఈజీ ఫర్ యూ టు రివైజ్. ఓకే, so everyone please try to make a small note. Okay, take one, do the rough note. Later you once read whatever notes I have given, try to read NCERTs, then it will be more than enough. It will be helpful for your revision purpose. Okay, so whatever I am telling here, everything that I am telling here is not mentioned in the NCERTs, but I am going to give you in a comprehensive way, so it better to write a notes. Okay, so see, first I have told you what is universe. It is a totality of everything that is present. It may be planet, satellite, asteroids or meteoroids, energy and physical property. Okay, and the study of universe is called cosmology. What is study of universe? It is called as cosmology. Cosmo means, okay, cosmo means universe, logy means science, so it is called the study of universe. So this is related to the universe. Okay, in this universe we have galaxies. You can see here the galaxy, right? In this universe we have galaxies. Okay, we have galaxies. You can see here the galaxy, right? So here if you look after this galaxy, this is spiral in shape. This is spiral in shape, but don't think all galaxies are spiral in shape. In our universe there are millions of galaxies. Millions and billions of galaxies are there in our universe. Okay, so there are millions and billions of galaxies in the universe. Galaxy is nothing but a group of stars. Okay, here group represents the billions of stars together form the galaxy. Okay, so here I am telling first universe. Universe means everything that exists. In this universe we have galaxies. There are millions of billions of galaxies. In these galaxies again there are billions of stars. In these stars sun is one of the star. Okay, ee star lo sun anedi oka star anamata. So this is how we are good. And the galaxy that we are living is called Milky Way galaxy. Okay, మనం ఉంటున్న గెలాక్సీ నేమ్ ఏంటి అంటే మిల్కీ వే గెలాక్సీ. దీన్ని మిల్కీ వే గెలాక్సీ అని ఎందుకు అన్నారు అంటే బికాజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్స్ లైట్. దీని యొక్క లైట్ చాలా కాంతివంతంగా ఉంటుంది అనమాట. జస్ట్ లైక్ సాఫ్ట్గాను కాంతివంతంగా చాలా గ్లో అవుతూ ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, లైట్ గ్లోయింగ్ అనేది బాగుంటుంది, అందుకే మనది మిల్కీ వే గెలాక్సీ అంటారు. మన మిల్కీ వే గెలాక్సీ అనేది స్పైరల్ షేప్లో ఉంటుంది. ఏ షేప్లో ఉంటుంది? స్పైరల్ షేప్లో ఉంటుంది. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ రిలేటెడ్ టు ద గ్యాలక్సీ. అండ్ సమ్ మోర్ పాయింట్స్ రిలేటెడ్ టు ద గ్యాలక్సీ వచ్చేసరికి ఆండ్రోమిడా ఈజ్ ద నియరెస్ట్ గ్యాలక్సీ ఫర్ అస్. ఓకే, వాట్ ఈస్ ద నియరెస్ట్ గ్యాలక్సీ ఫర్ అస్? ఆండ్రోమిడా. Andromeda is the nearest galaxy for us. Okay, so I have told you related to the galaxy గురించి చెప్పాను. ఫస్ట్ యూనివర్స్ ఉంటుంది అన్నాను. యూనివర్స్లో మనకి డిఫరెంట్ డిఫరెంట్ ఉంటాయి. జస్ట్ లైక్ సోలార్ సిస్టమ్ ఉంటుంది, ప్లానెట్స్ ఉంటాయి, గ్యాలక్సీస్ ఉంటాయని చెప్పడం జరిగింది, రైట్? ఈ గ్యాలక్సీ అంటే ఏంటి అనేది చెప్పాను. ఇట్ కన్సిస్ట్ ఆఫ్ బిలియన్స్ ఆఫ్ స్టార్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఆ స్టార్స్లో వన్ ఆఫ్ ద స్టార్ వచ్చేసరికి సన్. ఓకే, మనం ఉంటున్న గ్యాలక్సీ పేరు వచ్చేసరికి మిల్కీ వే గ్యాలక్సీ, అవునా? అండ్ నియరెస్ట్ గ్యాలక్సీ వచ్చేసరికి మనకి ఆండ్రోమిడా గ్యాలక్సీ ఈజ్ ద నియరెస్ట్ గ్యాలక్సీ. మనం మిల్కీ వే గ్యాలక్సీ అనేది స్పైరల్ షేప్లో ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, స్పైరల్ షేప్లో ఉంటుంది. దీన్ని మిల్కీవే అని ఎందుకు అన్నాము అంటే దాని యొక్క లైట్ ఎప్పుడూ కూడా గ్లో అవుతూ ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి బిలియన్స్ ఆఫ్ స్టార్స్ అనేవి మనకి అది మిల్కీవే గ్యాలక్సీ అని అనటం జరిగింది. ఓకే, అండ్ నియరెస్ట్ గ్యాలక్సీ వచ్చేసరికి ఆండ్రోమిడా గ్యాలక్సీ. ఓకేనా? ఐ థింక్ అప్ టు హియర్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఈజ్ ఓకే. ఆండ్రోమిడా గ్యాలక్సీ. ఓకేనా? సో దిస్ ఈజ్ రిలేటెడ్ టు గ్యాలక్సీ. ఇప్పుడు చెప్పాను ఈ గ్యాలక్సీలో బిలియన్స్ ఆఫ్ స్టార్స్ ఉంటాయని చెప్పాను, అవునా? వీ హ్యావ్ డిస్కస్ దట్ దిస్ గ్యాలక్సీ కన్సిస్ట్ ఆఫ్ బిలియన్స్ ఆఫ్ స్టార్స్. నౌ లెట్ us see వాట్ స్టార్స్ యాక్చువల్లీ మీన్. అసలు స్టార్స్ అంటే ఏంటి? స్టార్స్ అంటే దే ఆర్ షైనింగ్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్. ఓకే, which produce their own light and heat. Okay, స్టార్స్ అనేవి ఒక షైనింగ్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ అనమాట. దే యూజ్ టు ప్రొడ్యూస్ ఇట్స్ ఓన్ లైట్ అండ్ ఆల్సో ఇట్స్ ఓన్ హీట్. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ద థింగ్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు నోటీస్ హియర్. ఓకే, స్టార్స్ అంటే ఏంటి? విచ్ కెన్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ ఇట్స్ ఓన్ లైట్ అండ్ హీట్. దే ఆర్ ద షైనింగ్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ ఆఫ్ ద స్టార్స్ వచ్చేసరికి సన్ ఈజ్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద స్టార్ దట్ ఈస్ ప్రెజెంట్. Okay, and you can see pole star. Pole star is one of the star that is present. You know this pole star, you see it is something very unique. పోల్ స్టార్ అనేది చాలా యూనిక్గా ఉంటుంది. ఎందుకంటే ఏన్షియంట్ టైమ్స్లో పీపుల్ యూజ్ ఇట్ టు సీ దిస్ పోల్ స్టార్ అండ్ దే యూజ్ ఇట్ టు ఫైండ్ ద డైరెక్షన్స్. వై? బికాస్ పోల్ స్టార్ ఆల్వేస్ లైస్ ఇన్ నార్త్ డైరెక్షన్. ఓకే, పోల్ స్టార్ ఎప్పుడు కూడా మన నైట్ స్కైలో మనం చూసుకున్నట్టయితే ఇట్ ఈస్ సిచ్యువేటెడ్ ఇన్ ద నార్త్ డైరెక్షన్. బై సీయింగ్ దిస్ పోల్ స్టార్ ఏన్షియంట్ పీపుల్ యూజ్ ఇట్ టు నో అబౌట్ దేర్ డైరెక్షన్స్. ఓకే, సో యూ కెన్ సీ ద పోల్ స్టార్ ఇన్ యువర్ నైట్ స్కై ఆల్సో. And to your naked eye, do you know, to your naked eye we can see up to 2000 stars. మన naked eyeకి ఆల్మోస్ట్ 2000 స్టార్స్ అనేవి కనిపిస్తూ ఉంటాయి. అండ్ ఎర్త్కి నియరెస్ట్ స్టార్ ఏంటి అంటే సన్. యాక్చువల్గా ఎర్త్కి నియరెస్ట్ స్టార్ ఏంటి? సన్. దాంతోపాటు అదర్ దెన్ సన్ ఎర్త్కి నియరెస్ట్ స్టార్ ఏంటి అంటే ప్రాక్సిమా సెంచురీ. చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్, ఎవ్రీవన్ ట్రై టు రైట్ ద నోట్స్. ఓకే, Proxima Centauri. Proxima Centauri is nearest star to the earth other than sun. Other than sun antunanu here. You have to remember that. Okay. So here when we look after the stars, when I am talking about the stars, stars represent, and see the next slide. Okay. If you look after the next slide, you can see here. You can see there are different stars that are present here, right? So there are billions of stars and you can see one of the picture that is present here. Okay, it is consists of a one constant shape. So when these stars form say shapes, those are called as constellations. Okay, we have talked about related to these stars, pole star and all, right? So now let's see about the next topic of constellation. When star form the specific object with a picture, so it is called as the constellations. In the night sky, up to now we have recognized 88 constellations. Okay, how many constellations we have recognized? We have recognized total 88 constellation. One of the well known constellation is related to Saptarishi constellation, right? Saptarishi mandal we can call it as, that means 7 sages. Saptarishi means 7 sages in the mythology. It is a well known constellation to many people. I think you all are aware of Arundhati Nakshatra, right? Manaki Arundhati Nakshatra gurinchi, when those who are married, the priest used to come and show the Arundhati Nakshatra. So these Arundhati Nakshatra is also belongs to these Saptarishi mandal. Okay, Arundhati is wife of one of the rishi in this Saptarishi mandal. There is a story related to that, but I don't want to discuss that story now, but I am just saying with an example, right? And one of the well known constellation that most of the people known is related to Saptarishi mandal. So from this Saptarishi mandal we can clearly see this pole star. Okay, from this Saptarishi mandal we can see the pole star, especially which is called as which is in the north direction. Okay, and at present we have already told you we have discovered 88 constellations in the universe and all, and one of the major constellation is Usra Major. Usra Major, largest constellation, which is also called as Big Bear. Okay, so this is related to the constellations. Okay, up to now we have discussed related to universe, right? We have discussed related to galaxy, which type of what galaxy we are and what is the nearest galaxy we are in. So later we have discussed about in galaxy we have stars. We have discussed about what is star, what is the main characteristics of the star and all. So the one of the major characteristics of the star, I have told you, it can produce its own light and heat, right? It can produce its own light and heat, and it also hot burning gas. If a star is made up of hot burning gas and all. So one of the star that is nearer to the earth other than sun is Proxima Centauri. I have already told you about that, and I have told you about the pole star and all. And these stars forms a specified shape called constellations, and at present we have recognized total 88 constellations. Among them one of the well known constellation is Saptarishi mandal, right? So in this Saptarishi mandal, I have given you example of Arundhati Nakshatra, and the biggest constellation that is present up to now is Usra Major, which is called as Big Bear. Okay, so this is related to the constellations. And next, go to the solar system now. Okay, once go to the solar system now. So you can see here, this is the solar system. The this figure indicates related to the solar system. In this solar system we have sun and also planets, and we can see here we have asteroid belts. Along with this asteroid belts we have satellites too. Okay, we have satellites, we have comets, we have meteoroids. So everything I am going to discuss in a very comprehensive way. Okay, so first see about the solar system now. So this is related to the solar system, in which sun is the central part. Okay, so sun is a major source of energy to the solar system. You have to note this. Sun is a central source of energy to the solar system, and in this solar system we have 8 planets. Pluto is not the planet. What I'm going to say here is Pluto is not the planet. Okay, I will tell you why the Pluto is not the planet. First, you see we have 8 planets. Okay, in the solar system 4 are inner planets, that is Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars are the inner planets. Okay, 4 are the inner planets. What are they? You see, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars are the inner planets. So these are the inner planets, and these are the outer planets: Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and also Neptune. These are the outer planets. Pluto is not the planet. Okay, Pluto is only called as dwarf planet. I will tell you why. Okay, I will tell you why Pluto is only called as dwarf planet. I will tell each and every object in this solar system in a detailed manner. Okay, up to now I have told you sun is the central source of the solar system. It is the main source of energy in the solar system. It consists of 8 planets, and these 8 planets consist of satellites. It may be natural satellites, just like Earth is having the moon and all. So I am going to discuss everything in a detailed manner. Okay, first now let's see. Okay, first let's see about sun. Let us discuss about the sun at first. Okay, I have already told you sun is the central source of energy. Okay, what is the first point? It is a central source of energy. Okay, central source of energy. And sun, it is a star. When it is a star, it can produce its own light and heat. So these 2 points are clear to you, right? And what is the major characteristics of the sun? The major characteristics of the sun is it consists of gases: hydrogen, helium, and also other gases. I have already told you star is nothing but hot burning gas, right, in the sun. Okay, coming to that of sun, it consists of 71% of the hydrogen. How much it consists of? It consists of 71% of the hydrogen, and it also consists of 26.5% of the helium. Okay, 71% of the hydrogen and 26.5% of the helium. That is the reason sun is said to be the hot burning ball. Why? Because if you look after this hydrogen, it is going to turn into helium because of nuclear fission. Because of nuclear fission, what happens here is the hydrogen converts into helium, which generates more heat. So that is the reason sun's temperature is very high. Okay, so sun, which is a central source, it is called as star. It can produce its own light and heat. It consists of gases like hydrogen and helium. The hydrogen is 71% and helium is 26.5%, and remaining are the other gases that are present. Because of the nuclear fusion, hydrogen is converting into the helium. So this is related to the sun. Okay, and there is also some other points related to the sun. Okay, it takes 8.5 minutes for the 8.5 minutes. Okay, it takes 8.5 minutes for the light to reach the earth. Okay, so the sun's rays takes 8.5 minutes to reach the earth. So this is also one of the point you have to be noted. and I am going to explain in detail about the sun in the next video. The second video I am going to explain about what is the internal structure of the sun. Okay, I am going to tell about what is photosphere in the sun. Okay, from what are solar flares, what are solar winds. Okay, what are the recent current affairs related to the sun, what are the various projects. Okay, what are the various projects which was done by Isro or NASA, okay, in order to study about the sun and all. I am going to cover in the next video. Don't skip the video, and if possible try to share it with your friends also. Okay, so this is related to the sun. It is a central source. It is a star. It has hydrogen and helium. Hydrogen is converted into helium because of nuclear fission, and it takes 8.5 minutes for the sunlight to reach the earth. Okay, up to here everything is fine, right? So next, see, after the sun what are they? There are planets. So I have already told you there are 8 planets. Okay, inner planets and also outer planets. Inner planets and also outer planets. What are the inner planets? Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. What are the outer planets? Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. So these are the inner planets and outer planets. What is the difference between star and planet? You see, planet cannot produce its own light and heat. It cannot produce its own light and heat, whereas star can produce its own light and heat due to gravitational pull of the sun. I am telling you again, due to gravitational pull of the sun, the planets use it to revolve around the sun. Okay, the planets all use it to revolve around the sun due to gravitational pull of the sun. You have to remember this point. Okay, so if the planets that doesn't produce any its own light and heat, and we have inner planets and outer planets. Inner planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars, and outer planets are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Pluto. Sorry, Uranus and Neptune. Pluto is not the planet. I will tell you why Pluto is not the planet now. You see, as per IAU, International Astronomical Unit, as per IAU, there are 3 conditions. There are 3 conditions that tells you about what planet is defined. Okay, if these 3 conditions are satisfied, then they are called as planet. Okay, as per the IAU, there are 3 conditions that to be satisfied as the planet. Okay, IAU prakaram total 3 conditions unnai planet ni satisfy cheyadaniki. The first one is, you can see here, the first thing is, it is in an orbit around the sun. So all the planets should have the proper orbit. Whatever what we are calling, it should have the orbit around the sun. Orbit around the sun. That is the first thing that you have to be satisfied. And the second one, has sufficient mass for itself, gravity to overcome rigid body forces, so that it assumes a hydrostatic equilibrium that is nearly round shape. So you can see here, secondly, it should be almost round shape with the proper gravity and all. And the third important is, it has cleared the neighborhood around its orbit. It has cleared the neighborhood around its orbit. Okay, when I am talking about these things, these 3 are satisfied by all the inner planets and outer planets except Pluto. Why? Because if you look after the Pluto here, one see here in the diagram itself. Okay, one see here in the diagram itself, Pluto is going to the orbit of the neighborhood planet, that is Neptune. Right, this is the Neptune, right? This is the Neptune. While the Pluto, it comes to the orbit of it collides with the orbit of Neptune. So that is the reason Pluto is defined as a dwarf planet. It was taken out from the planet list, classical planet list, and it was only called as a dwarf planet. Why? Because Pluto is not satisfying all the conditions. It is coming to the neighborhood planet's orbit. So that is the reason Pluto is not considered as a planet. It is considered as a dwarf planet. And along with the Pluto, there are some other planets. Okay, along with the Pluto, there are some other planets which are considered as dwarf planet. They are Ceres, Pluto, and 2003 UB213. It is its temporary name. Okay, so these are some of the planets. These are some of the planets called as dwarf planets. Okay, so at present we have only 8 planets. Pluto is not called as planet as per IAU. It has to satisfy the 3 conditions. Pluto doesn't satisfy the third condition. Why? Because it is coming to the neighborhood planets orbit. So that is the reason Pluto is to be called as a dwarf planet. Okay, when I told you about the classifications of the planet, when you have discussed you about the classifications of planet, I have told you about inner planets and outer planets, right? Okay, so let's see what is the difference between these inner planet and outer planets. Okay, so what is the difference? Okay, I am telling you about the differences between these inner planets and outer planets, right? Inner planets, okay, inner planets, I have told you they are Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars. Okay, they are very nearest to the sun. Okay, they are nearest to the sun, whereas outer planet, they are far away from the sun. They are far away from the sun. Okay, it consists of a minerals. Okay, inner planet consists of a minerals. It consists of dense metallic minerals, whereas the outer planet, they are made up of hot gases. They are made up of hot gases. These inner planets, they used to have crust, mantle and core. Okay, these they used to have the crust, mantle and core. They are all, and the outer planets, they are all gaseous bodies. Everything that is present is in the form of gas. Okay, these everything that is present in the form of gas. You see, inner planets, they used to have the natural satellite, either 1 or 2 or none. Okay, I will tell you natural satellites, right? Natural satellites for inner planets, the natural satellites may be 1 or 2 or 0 for the inner planets. But for the outer planets, the natural satellites are more than 2 or many. It may be any number. Okay, it may be many. Okay, I think I have told you. And whereas in the case of outer planets, they also use it to have rings. For example, Jupiter used to have the rings around them. Outer planets used to have the rings, whereas inner planet doesn't have any rings. Okay, and you see, the inner planet, they use it to move faster. Okay, they used to move faster. That is, the revolution period of the inner planets is low compared to that of revolution period of the outer planets. Okay, so these are the various differences. I have told you about the distance as a first parameter. The inner planets are nearest to the sun. They are far away from the sun. It consists of minerals. It consists of only hot gases. They are composed of crust, mantle and core. It is only completely of the gaseous bodies. And if you look after these natural satellites, they used to have 1, 2 or 0 natural satellites, whereas outer planets, they used to have many natural satellites that are present. And the rings, outer planets, they used to have the rings. And coming to revolution period, the revolution period of the inner planet is very short compared to that of the outer planet. So this is about some of the differences between inner planet and the outer planet. Okay, is everything clear up to now? Okay, now let's see about each and every planet in a very detailed manner. Okay, now let's see the first planet. The first planet is Mercury. What is the first planet? And now I am going to discuss is Mercury. It is the nearest planet, right? Mercury. Okay, it is the nearest planet to the sun. If possible, try to write the notes whatever I am saying. It will be very helpful for your prelims point of view. Okay, nearest, what is the first one? Nearest planet to the sun. You can see here, it is in Mercury that is present here. It is the nearest planet to the sun. Okay, so nearest planet to the sun. It is very extremely hot. Why? Because as it is very near to the sun, it is extremely hot. Okay, it has a special feature. See, Mercury has a special feature. That means it has the presence of magnetic field in it. It has the presence of magnetic field in it. Okay, it has the presence of magnetic field in it. You know that Earth is also a magnet. Earth is also a magnet. So you can have a doubt that if Earth is a magnet, right? In the same way, Mercury is also having a magnet. Then there may be the possibility of life. But there is no life here. Why? Because it is so hot. Why? Because it is so hot and it is not possible for the life to survey there because it is very nearest to the sun. Okay, so I am telling you Mercury, it is the nearest planet to the sun. Its main unique feature is it has magnetic field. Earth is also a magnet, but it doesn't have any life due to its extreme heat conditions. Okay, it doesn't also have any gases. You see, for the life we need gases, right? We need you see H2, O2, CO2 and all. So but we doesn't have any gases in the Mercury, and it doesn't have any water. It doesn't have any water. Okay, and it also doesn't have any protective blanket like ozone. It also doesn't have any protective blanket like ozone. Okay, so this is related to the Mercury. I am again telling you the points related to the Mercury. Please write down each and every point. Okay, the first one is it is the nearest planet. It is the nearest planet, the first point. The second point related to the this is it is one of the unique feature is it consists of the magnetic field. It consists of magnetic field. It doesn't have any water. Okay, no water and no gases like CO2, H2, O2 and all. So that is there is no presence of life and all. Okay, so there is no presence of life and all. It has no ozone also. So nearest, so this is related to Mercury, right? It is the nearest planet. Okay, I think you got it now. And I am going to tell you what is the rotation period and revolution period of this Miss Mercury. The rotation period of the Mercury is almost 1407.6 hours. Okay, what is this? The rotation period of the Mercury is 1407.6 hours, whereas the revolution period of the Mercury is 88 days. It is 88 days. Here it is almost 58.6 days. Okay, the rotation period, we know that rotation and revolution, right? Rotation period of the earth is 24 hours, not almost 24 hours, but it is 23 hours 56 minutes and all. So whereas in the case of Mercury, the rotation period is almost 58.6 days of the compared to that of earth, whereas the revolution period is 88 days. Revolution period of the Mercury is 88 days. So these are the points related to Mercury. Okay, now let's go to the next nearest planet to the earth. Next nearest planet to the earth, you can see here the next nearest planet to the earth is Venus, right? Venus is the next nearest, earth and also sun. Okay, next important part here is Venus. Okay, Venus, it is the second nearest planet to the sun and also nearest planet to the earth, right? And also nearest planet to earth. Up to here I think everything is clear, right? Up to here everything is clear. And Venus is known as morning star and evening star. What is Venus? It is called as morning star and evening star. Why? Because we can see with the Venus during the morning and evening time, before the sun rises and all, during the morning. So that is the reason Venus is called as morning star and evening star. And Venus is also called as Earth's twin. It is called as Earth's twin. Venus is called as Earth's twin. And it also rotates in the clockwise direction. It rotates in the clockwise direction. It is one of the unique feature of Venus, a very important. Okay, that means it uses to rotate in east to west direction. All the planets except Venus and Uranus, V and UV, except UV. Okay, Uranus and Venus, remaining all use it to rotate from west to east. Okay, Earth rotate from west to east. But these two, Venus and Uranus, these UV, they are used to rotate in a clockwise direction from east to west. This is one of the unique feature of Venus. And why it is called Earth twin means, why Venus is called Earth twin? Why? Because the size and mass of the earth, it is just like the mass of the earth and the size of the earth is almost equal to the size of Venus. So that is the reason it is called as Earth twin. Okay, and Venus doesn't have any water in it, and it is said to be the hottest planet in the solar system. It is hotter than the Mercury. It is the hottest planet in the solar system. It is hotter than the Mercury. Why? You see, Mercury, I have already told you, it is the nearest planet, but Venus is hottest than the Mercury. What is the reason? What is the reason? Because Venus is surrounded by the thick cloud. Okay, Venus is surrounded by the thick cloud. Are you getting the point? It is surrounded by the thick cloud. So when it is surrounded by the thick cloud, okay, it is known as wheel planet. It means unclear. Because of this wheel of the cloud, okay, Venus is said to be the hottest planet compared to that of the Mercury. A very, very important point. Because of this wheel, that is the reason it is called as wheeled planet. Okay, I have told you Venus, second nearest planet to the sun and nearest planet to the earth. It is called as morning star and evening star. It rotates in the clockwise direction, that is from the east to west. There are only two planets that rotates in the clockwise direction, that is UV, that is Uranus and Venus. These two use it to rotate from east to west. Remaining all the planets use it to rotate from west to east, that is in anti-clockwise direction. It is called as Earth's twin because of the size and also its mass, and it is the hottest planet in the solar system because it is covered with the wheel of the cloud. So that is the reason it is said to be the more hotter than the Mercury. Okay, so this is related to the planet name called Venus. So we have completed two planets. Now let the third planet, which is Earth, what we are living in, right? So we all know that Earth is the only planet which have life, right? Earth is the only planet which have life. We all know that because it has sufficient amount of gases and it is also tilted. That is not the completely round shape, it is geoid shape. Its poles are tilted, right? So I am sorry, I want to tell you one more point related to the Venus. I have not told you about rotation and revolution speed. Okay, the rotation time taken by the Venus is almost 243 days. 243 days is the rotation period. Rotation, I am not talking about revolution. The rotation period itself is 243 days. And the revolution period is 224 days. And the revolution period is 224.7 days. Here if you observe this, the rotation time taken by the Venus is more compared to the revolution time. So this is one of the unique feature of Venus. Right, please note this point also. One of the unique feature of Venus is, you can see here, the rotation speed of the Venus. They take more time to rotate than to revolve. For example, all the planets, they used to more time to revolve, right? But Venus is one of the unique planet which takes more time to rotate itself. It takes 243 days to rotate and only 224.7 days to revolve. So please write this point in the Venus itself. Okay, and coming to the Earth, what is the time of the Earth to rotate? It takes 23 hours, 56 minutes and 4 seconds, right? So this is the rotation speed of the Earth. This is the rotation speed of the Earth, while the revolution speed of the Earth is 365 or 366 days, right? If you look after these remaining 3 minutes and 56 seconds, whatever it was here, remaining 3 minutes 56 seconds, all these are added to every 4th year as a leap year. 1 day is added after every 4 years of these 3 minutes 56 seconds. So thus 1 day is added as a leap year after every 4 years, which we count it as 366 days. So that is how the leap year comes. Okay, I think you got it now. So what is the rotation speed of the Earth? It is 23 hours 56 minutes and 4 seconds. And remaining the time which was left, we have added every day. We are going to add, and finally when it completed this, we are going to add it in that day in the leap year. Okay, that day we are adding it in the leap year. Okay, so It is the only planet which has life. It is tilted, its shape is geoid, and the rotation time of the earth is 23 hours 56 minutes, whereas the revolution time is 365 or 366 days. And earth is also called as watery planet or blue planet. Why? Because they have almost 3/4 of the land that is present in the earth is covered with water. So that is the reason we are calling it as an blue planet or watery planet. We are calling it as blue planet or watery planet. And earth consists of one natural satellite called moon. Earth consists of one natural satellite called moon. You see, Mercury and Venus doesn't have any moons. It doesn't have any moons. Where Mercury and Venus doesn't have any moons. Only earth has one moon, okay, now which is called as satellite. One natural satellite is there which is called as moon. Okay, you got it right. One natural satellite, we call it as moon. So this is related to earth, and there are some more points that I have to cover related to the earth. I am going to cover in class 11th NCERTs. Why? Because how these planets are formed. Okay, and I am going to cover what is you see, I am also going to cover what are the various internal structure of these planets and all. Everything I am going to cover in the next chapters. Okay, and I had already told you this related to the earth. Earth consists of a one single satellite, that is moon. I am also going to explain how this moon was formed. How this moon was formed in the next further classes. I have told you class 6 is a basic thing you have to read. First write whatever static part I am telling you, first learn that. Later I am going to, from class 11th and class 12th, I am going to tell you all the dynamic part. Okay, okay, now first see, now we have discussed about, let's discuss about moon. I have already told you moon is a natural satellite of the earth. What is moon? It is the natural satellite of the earth. Okay, natural satellite of the earth. And you can see moon, it is used to revolve around the earth. It is used to revolve around the earth. Okay, it is used to revolve around the earth. And it takes 27 days. It takes 27 days, 7 hours and 43 minutes. Seven hours and 43 minutes. And the moon revolution period as per the sun is related to 29.53 days. Okay, so moon is a natural satellite which revolves around the earth. Okay, which revolves around the earth. All the natural satellites use it to revolve around their planets. And you see, the moon can be seen only one side of the moon can only be seen, the other side is unknown. And we know that these all the you see, scientists and everyone, they are now trying to find what is the other side of the moon, right? They are trying to figure out what is the other side of the moon and all. And various projects were also launched by Isro, like Chandrayaan 1, 2 and 3. Recently we have Chandrayaan 3 and it is successful too. Chandrayaan 1 is successful. Unfortunately Chandrayaan 2 it is almost 90% successful. Okay, Chandrayaan 2 is also 90% successful. Why? Because some of the you see pictures, whatever the even the communication is lost there, but the most of the data that we have collected were used for the Chandrayaan 3, and Chandrayaan 3 is also successful now, and we are very proud of that, right? So so these are the various missions related to the moon. I have already told you these projects related topics I am going to cover in the next video. Okay, in the next video I am going to cover related to Chandrayaan 1, 2 and 3 mission, and whether it is successful or not, what are the various points that related to these Chandrayaan missions. I am going to tell you about this. And the study of moon is called selenology. Okay, what is the study of moon is called selenology. The study of moon is called selenology. and the light takes almost 1.3 seconds to reach the moon. Very, very important. You see, if you look after these sun, the sunlight takes 8.5 minutes to reach the earth, whereas the moonlight take only 1.3 seconds to reach the earth. Okay, you have to remember this. And the moon is 1/4 the size of the earth. Moon is 1/4 the size of the earth. And also the gravitational pull of the moon is 1/6 that of the earth. The gravitational pull of the moon is 1/6 that of the earth. So because of this gravitational pull, we have tides and all, right? I have already told you, because of this revolution we have full moon day and new moon day, Amavasya and Purnima we used to call it as, right? So full moon day and new moon day will be there. So and the tides that are present, you see, we have high tides and the low tide, and waves that are present in the beaches and all, oceans, they all depends upon the moon's gravitational pull. I am going to discuss these about related to tides and waves in the further coming chapter. Okay, so how they are depending on the moon and all. So I have told you related to the moon at some points, natural satellite. Okay, only one side of the moon is visible, and in the further chapters I will tell you why one side of the moon is only the visible. Related to the missions, I am going to cover Chandrayaan 1, Chandrayaan 2 and Chandrayaan 3, and the study of moon is called selenology. And moon is the size of 1/4 size of earth and 1/6 of the earth. And you see, moonlight takes only 1.3 seconds to reach the earth. And I am going to tell you some more points related to the moon. I think you all heard the name called super moon, right? Andaru super moon gurinchi vine untaru. You see, it is very big, right? Actually, super moon can be seen happen during the full moon. Okay, super moon can be seen during the period of full moon. Whenever the super moon come, it is bigger compared to that of the normal moon. It is called super. Why? Because 15% brighter and 30% bigger than the normal moon. Okay, this super moon is 15% brighter compared to that of the normal moon and 30% bigger than that of the normal moon. That's why it is called as super moon. Okay, so I think you have listened about the talk super moon. When you used to see in the newspapers and TV channels and all, you see, today is the super moon. The moon is so bright, the light is very much. So everybody, all the, you see, night sky lovers will be there. They used to look after the moon and stars. Somebody are very they used to feel so pleasant when they look the moon and stars at the night sky. So all the nature lovers, they used to look at the night sky by seeing the super moon. They are so much excited to see those type of things, right? So what is super moon here? 15% brighter and 30% bigger is called super moon. And there is another word called blue moon. Blue moon, you know what blue moon means? Whenever the full moon occurs 2 times in a month is called blue moon. Okay, when the full moon occurs 2 times in a month or more than 2 times. More than 2 times is not possible. I have already told you it takes almost 29 days, related to 29.59 days in order to revolve the these moon around the earth, right? Related to the sun. So it is not possible to get 2 moons at a single month, but there are chances. For example, if you look after 2023 August 2023, we have 2 full moons. The first full moon was occurred in 1st August 2023, and the next full moon is 31st August 2023. So if you look after these 2 full moons are occurred in a single month, the 31st August full moon is called as blue moon. The 31st August full moon is called blue moon. So be ready to see this blue moon on the 31st August. Okay, so I have told you now, whenever in a month there are 2 full moons, then it is said to be called as blue moon. Okay, and if there are 2 or more blue moon months in an year, if there are 2 or more blue moon months in a year, okay, 2 or more blue moon months in a year, then it is called as blue moon year. It is called as blue moon year, a very rare thing it was. Okay, mostly it is very rare one. Okay, so I have told you about super moon, 15% and 30%. Blue moon, that is 2 times if you get the full moon, that it is called as blue moon. The second time whatever it is getting, that is full moon. I have told you example, the August 1st and August 31st in the 2023. August 1st is one of the full moon and 31st is also a full moon, and 31st August 31st 2023 moon is called as blue moon. Okay, up to now is everything clear related to the moon and all? So moon is the only natural satellite of the earth. Okay, now let's see about the next important planet nearest to the earth is Mars. Last innermost planet of the solar system is Mars. 4th planet nearest to the sun, and also nearest to the first planet nearest to the earth. In the earth, nearest to earth we have 2 planets, that is Venus and Mars, right? Venus and also Mars. Okay, it is an inner planet. It is also called as red planet because it consists of iron rich red soil. Okay, it is called as red planet because it consists of iron rich red soil. Okay, Mars is called as red planet because due to rich in iron and also red soil, and the sky of the Mars is pink. It consists of pink sky. So these are the characteristics which describe that Mars is a red planet. Okay, and Mars has a cold desert world. It has size of the earth like earth. Mars has seasons, polar ice caps, volcanoes, and also weathers. It has an atmosphere made of carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and also oxygen. See, Mars is called as a red planet. I have already told you it is called as red planet, right? And I have already told you why, because it consists of iron rich. It is iron rich in nature, and it consists of pink sky. Along with this, Mars also has volcanoes in it, and also it also consists of ice caps, but all are not active actually. Okay, they are not active. So that is the reason even Isro, NASA, they also wanted to find whether there is a possibility of life in the Mars. Okay, you see, they are thinking that if not Earth, what is the other planet that we have the possibility of the life, and they have some of the hope that Mars may have the possibility of the life. So that is the reason various projects missions were going on here. For example, India, we have Mangalyaan, right? I think everybody is aware of this. We have this Isro has have a mission name called Mangalyaan, and it was successful. It is the Mars mission, right? We call Mars Orbiter mission, which is also called as MOM. See, the Isro has successfully launched this MOM rover in the Mars itself, and related to this, we are trying to find, is there any life or is there any possibility of life in the Mars. There are various countries which try to make various missions on the Mars, but most of the countries were failed. Okay, so I am going to tell you what are the various countries that have different missions on the Mars in the next video. Okay, and you see, Mars consists of 2 moons. You see, Mars consists of 2 moons, as Earth has only 1 moon, but Mars consists of 2 moons. Okay, the name of the moons are Phobos. The name of the moons are, first one is Phobos, and the second one is Deimos. The first one is Phobos and the second one is Deimos. Okay, this is related to Mars. I am telling you, Mars is the 4th planet nearest to the Sun and is the one of the innermost planet. It consists of volcanoes and ice caps. It is also called as red planet. Why? Because it consists of iron rich soil, red soil, and you can see the color of the Mars is in the pink color sky. That's why it is called as red planet. And here I am going to tell you various you see ISRO and NASA, they are trying to find anything the life that is present in Mars. Why? Because they have volcanoes, ice caps and all, but they are not at all active. Okay, all the volcanoes are dead there. Okay, so that is the reason everybody is trying to do the research there. And ISRO has successfully sent Mars orbiter mission, which is called as MAM, which is called as Mangalyaan mission, which is also successful. Most of the countries were failed to send you see these missions or rovers to the Mars and all, but India has successfully done that. Okay, and Mars consists of two moons. The first name is Phobos and the second moon is Deimos. So this is related to the Mars, and some more points related to the projects of the Mars I am going to cover in the next class. Okay, and see all the inner planets were completed. Now let's go to the outer planets. The first outer planet is Jupiter. Jupiter is the first outer planet. If you look after these, between the Mars and Jupiter you have asteroid belt, right? I will tell you what is this asteroid that is present and all. I will tell you. Before telling about asteroids, let's complete the whole planets part. Okay, I will tell you what is this asteroid belt, and I will also tell you what is Kuiper belt. Kuiper belt is also present in the universe. I will tell you what is the difference between this asteroid belt and Kuiper belt, and where this Kuiper belt is present. Okay, mostly Kuiper belt is famous for the planet Pluto. I will tell you why it is famous and what is the difference between this asteroid belt and Kuiper belt. Okay, now let's see. First look after this Jupiter. Jupiter, largest planet in the solar system, right? Fifth planet to the sun. In the case of distance, it is the fifth planet to the sun. It is the very largest planet to the solar system, and here the temperature is very low, and it is made up of hot gases, right? It is outer planet, it made up of hot gases. The temperature is very low. That is the reason it is called as winter planet. It is called as winter planet. Why? Because the temperature is really low, almost minus 148 degrees Celsius. Okay, 148 degrees Celsius. Okay, one of the largest satellite of the Jupiter is Ganymede. One of the largest satellite of the Jupiter is Ganymede. Ganymede is one of the largest satellite in the Jupiter. Ganymede is one of the largest satellites in the Jupiter. Okay, one of the largest satellites in the Jupiter. The total satellites in the Jupiter are 79. The total satellites in the Jupiter are 79. I have told you the satellites, that is natural satellites, they may be 0, 1 or 2 in the case of inner planets. But whereas outer planets, there are many satellites. For example, Jupiter has almost 79 satellites. Among these 79 satellites, Ganymede is the largest satellite to the Jupiter and also the largest satellite of the solar system. Largest satellite of the solar system. And the rotation period of the Jupiter is 9.9 hours only, whereas the revolution period is 11.85 years. Okay, the rotation period of the rotation, it is used to rotate so fast. It is used to rotate so fast. Okay, it is used to rotate so fast. But whereas the revolution period, it takes 11.85 years. 1 year in the Earth is equal to 11.85 years in the case of Jupiter. So the revolution period is so slow. Okay, so this is related to Jupiter. I have told you Jupiter largest planet, fifth largest planet, and it has very low temperature. It is called as winter planet. The temperature is minus 148 degrees. It has total 79 satellites, natural. Okay, and Ganymede is one of the largest satellite of the Jupiter and also largest satellite in the solar system. The rotation speed of the Jupiter is 9.9 hours, whereas the revolution period is about 11.85 years. Okay, so next come to the next important planet after the Jupiter. It is Saturn. Saturn, you can see here Saturn. You have rings around the Saturn, right? You have rings around the Saturn, right? Yes or no? So let's see about this. Saturn is the second largest planet of the solar system. Saturn, second largest planet of solar system. Saturn is the second largest planet of the solar system. You can see it consists of rings. Saturn consists of rings around it. So these rings are nothing but ice and ice covered dust particles. The rings that are present across Saturn, right? The rings that are present. So these rings are ice and ice covered dust particles. Okay, they use it to revolve around the Saturn. They use it to revolve around the Saturn. You can see here. It is the second largest planet. It is completely just like Jupiter, but it is temperature is very low compared to that of the Jupiter. The rings are present around the Saturn. These rings, which are present around the Saturn, they are made up of ice or ice covered dust particles. And the Titan is one of the largest satellite of the Saturn. Satellites, if you look after the satellites, Titan is one of the largest satellites of the Saturn, and Saturn consists of total 82 satellites. Saturn consists of total 82 satellites. You see, Jupiter consists of 79 satellites, whereas Saturn consists of 82 satellites, and it consists of rings around this. And the largest satellite in the Saturn is Titan. The largest satellite in the Saturn is Titan. Okay. Up to here everything okay? And what is the rotation and revolution speed of the Saturn? The rotation speed of the Saturn is 10 point slightly more than Jupiter, 10.7 hours. It is 10.7 hours, whereas the revolution period is 29.42 years. The revolution period is 29.42 years. You see the notes I am telling, very important points I am telling. I am covering each and every topic in a comprehensive manner, so write the notes, okay, don't skip it. So 10.7 hours the rotation period of the Saturn, whereas 29.42 hours the revolution period of the Saturn. The revolution of the period of the Saturn is much more compared to that of the Jupiter. Okay, it is the second largest planet. It consists of rings and all. And the next important one is Uranus. I have already told you, Uranus use it to rotate in clockwise direction, that is from east to west. All the planets use it to rotate in anti-clockwise direction, but the Uranus use it to rotate from east to west. You can see here. And not only that, there is one special characteristics related to the Uranus. It is the first planet to be discovered with the use of telescope. Uranus is the first planet which was discovered by using the telescope. Okay. And it is the third largest planet. It is the third largest planet. If you see this Uranus, the Uranus planet is quite different compared to that of other planet. The Uranus planet use it to, the inclination of the Uranus planet is completely different compared to that of the other planets, just like it is lying down, just like sleeping and all, right? So that is the reason it is called as planet on its side. It is called as planet on its side. Why? Because the planet Uranus, it is used to see here, the planet Uranus, it is completely inclined downwards, right? And it is the first planet which was discovered using the telescope. Okay. And I am going to tell you, the size of the Uranus is 4 times big that of the Earth. Its size is 4 times bigger than that of the Earth, and it is greenish in color. It is greenish in color. You see, red planet we call it as Mars, and green planet is called Uranus. Why? Because there is a presence of gas called methane. Okay, there is a presence of gas called methane. That is the reason here the Uranus is green in color. Okay, it was discovered first time in 1781. It was discovered first time in 1781. Okay, by Sir William Herschel. By Sir William Herschel. Uranus is the planet which was discovered through telescope. It is the 7th planet from the in the solar system, and third most largest planet in the solar system. It is 4 times that of the Earth. It is called as greenish planet because the methane is present in it, right? It is used to rotate in the clockwise direction, and you can see the Uranus, it is used to in the inclined form. That is the reason it is called as planet on its side, right? And you can see there are rings that are present across the Uranus, right? So there are rings that are present across the Uranus, and there are 13 rings that were present. Okay, there are 13 rings that are present, and here the temperature of the Uranus is extremely cold. The temperature of the Uranus is extremely cold. So these are some of the points related to the Uranus. Okay. And next important here is Neptune. What is the next important planet here is Neptune. Neptune is the farthest planet in the solar system. It is the farthest planet, that is the last planet in the solar system. Okay. It is just similar to the Uranus, and it is also called as Uranus twin. It is called as Uranus twin. What is Earth's twin? Venus is the Earth twin, right? So Neptune is the Uranus twin. It is called as Uranus twin. Neptune is the Uranus twin. It is surrounded by methane rings of sub-zero temperature. I have already told you, just like the Uranus, it is also surrounded by sub-zero temperature. Okay, see, I didn't told you about related to the speed of rotation speed of Uranus, right? So Uranus rotation speed is 17.2 hours, whereas the revolution speed is about 83.74 years. Okay, 83.74 years is the revolution speed of the Uranus, and 17.2 hours is the rotation speed of the Uranus. Okay, rotation speed of the Uranus is 17.2 hours, and revolution speed of the Uranus is 83.74 hours. Whereas in case of Neptune, the rotation speed is about 16.1 hour. In case of Neptune, it is about 16.1 hour, whereas the years that is going to take is about 163.71 years its revolution speed. The revolution speed of the Neptune is 163.71 years, and the satellites that are present in Uranus are 27 satellites that are present, whereas in the case of Neptune, the number of satellites is 14. The number of satellites that are present in Neptune is 14. You see, this is related to the entire planets in our solar system. Some unique planets I am telling, I am revising again and again. Mercury is the nearest planet to the Sun. Okay, and the second one is Venus. Okay, Venus is called as Earth's twin, and it is the hottest planet in the solar system. And third one is Earth. Earth is the only planet which has life. It is called as blue planet or watery planet. And fourth one is Mars. Mars is Mars is called as red planet due to iron rich soil. Red soil is present in the Mars, that's why it is called as red planet. And one of the mission called Mangalyaan is present in the Mars. Okay, so you see, these Mercury and Venus doesn't have any moons. Earth has only one moon, whereas Mars consists of two moons, right? Phobos and Deimos. And next important planet, that is outer planet. The first outer planet is Jupiter, largest planet in the solar system. It's a very low temperature, and there are 79 satellites in this, and Ganymede is the largest satellite in the solar system which is present in the Jupiter. And after Jupiter we have Saturn. Saturn is just like next important planet after the Jupiter. Saturn consists of large number of satellites. 82 satellites are present in the Saturn. Okay. And this Saturn, you can see here, this Saturn, the one of the satellite of this Saturn is Titan, which is the largest satellite of the Saturn. And the next one is Uranus. Uranus has a special unique feature that it is used to rotate in the clockwise direction just like Venus, and it is a seventh planet, and this planet was discovered in 1781. Okay, this planet was discovered in 1781, and one of the major thing related to Uranus is it is inclined downwards, so that is it is called as planet in its side. And the last planet is Neptune. Neptune is called as Uranus twins. Okay, and the only planet which rotation speed is more compared to the revolution speed is Venus. Remember this, the only planet where rotation speed is more compared to that of revolution speed. Okay, rotation speed is more compared to that of revolution speed is Venus. Venus, the rotation speed is 243 days, whereas the revolution speed is only 224 days. Okay, so this is related to the complete picture of the planets. Whatever topics I have left related to the missions, I am going to cover it in the next class. Okay, so in the next class I am going to cover some of the topics. So those topics include internal structure of the internal structure of sun. I am talking about sun, not earth. Okay, internal structure of the sun, this is also part of the solar system only, but these points is not there in your NCRTs, but I am taking it as in a special class. Okay, internal structure of the sun, and I am going to what are the various missions that were launched by Isro and also NASA. So I am going to take this in the next class itself. Along with I am also talking about what is the difference between asteroid belt and Kuiper belt, and I am going to discuss about what are comets, what are meteoroids, and also I am going to discuss about is there any places in India and also in the world whether these meteoroids were hit or not. I am also going to discuss about that in the next class. Okay, so I think you all enjoyed this class. A very comprehensive detail I am telling, I am covering each and every minute point. Okay, so please subscribe to our channel and please share it to your friends too. Your motivation makes us to do the more videos and all. For the next 45 days I am going to cover the whole geography along with the maps and all everything I am going to cover. This will be very helpful for UPSC preparation, and everything was at the free of cost. Okay, so so let's meet in the next video. I think you all enjoyed this video. Okay guys, bye bye, thank you, and keep learning.